Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services, and I welcome you all to the learning series via News in Focus. Today's topic of discussion is Digital Advertisement Policy 2023, something important for the prelims examination. This particular policy called for the formation of CBC, that is the Central Bureau of Communication. We'll see the detail to this and what is the main provisions under the Central Advertisement Policy that you need to know. We'll discuss that in detail. So let's get started. So recently, the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has released the Digital Investment Policy. This is the Digital Advertisement Policy 2023. Through this, the Union government has actually come up with the new policy which called for the formations of CBC, that is the Center Bureau of Communication. और ये जो bureau होगी, this will undertake the advertisement campaign on the social media, OTT platform and other digital media. So this will align the part of control mechanism, regulatory mechanism for all these three forum of verticals that is operating. Now, before I get into the details for the provision, let's understand what is the CBC, that is the Central Bureau of Communication. The Central Bureau of Communication will functions under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. So this is an important point to take a note of. This is not under any other ministry, but under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. This will provide the communication solutions to the ministries, the department, various department that is functional. जो पब्लिक सेक्टर अंडरटेकिंग है, जो PSUs होंगे उनको, उसके साथ साथ जितने भी ऑटोनोमस बॉडीज हैं, they will be also getting the assistance from the CBC, that is the Central Bureau of Communications. CBC was set up in December 8, 2017 by integrating the following department. So which were the department which was actually amalgamated or together was merged? So this include the Director of Advertisement and Visual Publicity, जिसे DAVP भी कहते हैं. Then we have Directorate for Field Publicity, this is DFP, and Song and Drama Division, SNDD. So these are the three departments that was integrated with the Central Bureau of Communications. Now coming to the detail of the key feature of the specific bill or the policy that has been come up. So this policy ke through the government will empower and enable the Central Bureau of Communications to take campaign in the digital media space. As I've told you, there are different verticals for digital media space, which also include the other vertical like OTT. ये enable करेगी CBC को, which will have a impanel agencies and organization in the OTT, that is over the top video on demand and space. So the regulatory part, the grievance part will be also taken into consideration. और आप इसे जो recent IT rule basically आई है, that is the Information Technology Rule 2022, you can also relate this with. Now CBC will also have a shift to leverage the growing number of listeners, podcast and even the digital audio platforms that will impanel through the digital audio platforms. So they will also provide the assistance in form of audio part where the entire thing will be taken into consideration as a podcast format. Now, the other key features that continues is the policy will empower the CBC, Central Bureau of Communications, to impanel the digital media agencies. जो भी digital media agencies होंगे, उनके outreach और उनके accessibility को बढ़ाई जाएगी to enhance its outreach in various platforms. The policy will recognize the dynamic nature of digital landscape, which will empower the CBC on board to the new and innovations platform in the digital space with the approval of the duly constituted the committee that will be there. So there can be a special committee depending upon the requirement and the need, which actually CBC feel of or they think of doing so. The policy introduced competitive bidding for the rate discovery, ensuring the transparency and efficiency. So this is how the entire policy will work. The overall regulatory mechanism will directly reside upon the CBC, that is the Central Bureau of Communication. तो आपसे prelims examination में CBC के बारे में direct questions पूछे जा सकते हैं. This can be a multiple choice question. And in mains examination specifically अगर कोई regulatory body की बात हो, communications, OTT, different verticals of platform, the social media, you can also note about the CBC, that is Central Bureau of Communications. So this was all about for this topic. We'll meet in the next session with some of the relevant topic that is important for examination. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying connected.